Hey, good afternoon. It's Harrison making another video. There's some things that I want to talk about, I guess. One of them is that I'm comfortable staying in front of the camera. I feel quite at ease, which is really cool. Because in the past, I had mentioned this a little bit. I was really afraid. I wanted to set the camera the other way, and I would still talk, but you would just see nature. I have some of those videos on my channel. I didn't feel comfortable in front of a camera for some reason, and for some reason now I do. I don't know what the shift was, but yeah, I don't mind showing the world my face and where I am. So I don't know. That's interesting to me. And I have another experiment that I want to do here. So I have uh, I have my decks of cards. I'm going to show them to you. I feel like a real YouTuber as I do this. My Lenormand cards. Shit. So just wanted to show it to you. This one's Fox and Scythe and Star. So I have my Lenormand deck with me, and then I have I call this my Beautiful Women deck, and I'm just going on intuition here, so I feel called to open it up and just show them to you, so I'm going to do so. So here's my Beautiful Women deck. Respect, Truth, I have to read these backwards. Serenity, Peace, Beautiful Women deck, and I have my Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, who, this is my newest deck. I love it. I love Colette. I love all of her work. So I wanted to try something. I wanted to try something as an imperfect video, and I feel pretty good today, so that's partly why I'm doing this. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to use my Lenormand deck here, and you can't see it, just I'm at the table here. You can't see it, but that's fine. And I'm going to pull 3 cards, and let me just do it. And my intention is I want to pull 3 cards, and together these 3 cards are going to create a question, something that people are struggling with right now, something that maybe you are struggling with, and that I can answer. I want the universe to give me a question that I have the knowledge and the deep embodied wisdom to be able to answer for people that would be of assistance to them. Because I think I know a lot, but one of my challenges has been that I don't know, like there's so much information out there, how do you narrow in on something specific to talk to people about, right? Like, I can talk to you about my journey with self-love. I can talk to you about eczema. I can talk to you about human design. I can talk to you about tantra. I can talk to you about video games. I can talk to you about frickin' Christian music. There's a lot of things I'm into. But what specifically do people want to know that I can assist with? So I'm thinking I'm going to use these oracle cards here. I'm shuffling them as I'm talking, and I'm going to pick some cards, and they're going to tell me something that I can talk to you about that would be a benefit to you. So we'll see how that goes. 1, 2, and 3. My throat. Holy shit, dude. if that messed up your headphones, sorry. I didn't mean to. Just because I need to, because my throat's messy. Okay. 3 cards. This is going to reveal to me the question that I can answer for you. Mountain, birds, and paths. So what's the question? Mountain is about a really long journey, and it's about it's a really far and long journey. Mountain is about, and it's also about a big obstacle. I'm feeling like there's a big there's a big obstacle in my way. It's really difficult to get to where I want to go. Um, but birds is about social. It's about friendship and community and connection. And I want to. I'm feeling a big mountain. I'm feeling a really big. Uh, there's a. I'm such a long way away. I think I'm getting it. Uh, I just don't have the perfect words, but like, um, I want connection with other people, and I want a community. That's what birds is about. But I feel like it's really far away and really difficult to do that. That's what mountain is. And then paths, how do I get there? Okay. So the question that I'm going to answer is I want to get towards connection and community and friendship and all the good, juicy stuff, but it feels really far away and it's really difficult for me. And it feels like a mountain to climb. So, how do I get there? What's the path to get there? And what's my answer to that? Let me see. I want to give you an answer from my heart that's not from my head. So I'm just sinking in right now. Okay. Uh, if you're someone who's struggling with this, my answer to you would be um, to really pay attention to your heart and your body and your somatic sensations, and to, when you do that, you will find what lights you up and what you really love. And there's a lot of conditioning in the world right now about what you should like and what other people like and what's mainstream and cool to like right now. But if you really pay attention to yourself, what do you really like? And it might be the mainstream thing, it might not, or anything in between. It might be something that is niche, it might be something that you're a little bit embarrassed or ashamed to admit or anything like that. It doesn't have to be anything sexual, you know, like I love Bollywood, like Bollywood dances. You know, I just think it's really amazing to watch these like very decked out, you know, beautiful costumes and like gold anklets and everything, you know, like, and I felt kind of like weird about telling people that because it's nothing to do with my culture. I don't know anything about it. I just look at it from a distance and think it's beautiful, right? So I thought it was weird that I watch like snippets of Bollywood movies on Instagram. So when you listen to your heart, you're gonna find what you really enjoy and love. And I'm thinking a lot about small things, like you know on Instagram. Well, guess what? The truth about me is I like watching Bollywood stuff. Um, so when you listen to your heart, you're gonna find what you really love, okay? And that is your connection and community. When you really honor what you love, you start to attract people. This is what the birds is about. It's not bird, it's birds, right? So you start to attract that sense of other people who also love what you love, or they love you and they don't mind that you're a weirdo in certain ways, right? I only have one other friend who loves Bollywood stuff, but if I were to talk to a different friend about it, he would say something like, I know nothing about that, Harrison, but I love that you love it. He wouldn't say it that way, but he would basically say, like, okay, that's cool. You're interested in that. That's cool. You know, you sound like you're doing well. Like, he would say something like that, right? So you honor what you love, and you're going to find people who love it as well, or who love that as a part of you. They take it as a part of you, right? And that's your community, that's your connection, that's your birds. And I mentioned it was something small. So I picked the example of Bollywood stuff as something small because you don't have to, you know, if you have the money for big vacations or whatever, that's cool too. Lots of people love travel. You might not have the money for it. So I'd say tune into your heart, find these small things that you really love, these small moments that you really love. And I think the mountain is about a lot of people feel like creating a whole network of people who you love, or a community, intentional community, whatever you want to call it. I think a lot of people feel like um, that's so difficult, right? That's what the mountain is about. It's so difficult. And I agree with you. It's a lot of steps. I know that there's movies like High School Musical and Disney movies that make it seem like it's so easy just to like bring in a whole bunch of people that love you and you go off dancing together or whatever. No, it's actually difficult to assemble your tribe. It's actually very difficult. So that's what the mountain's about, right? You might be feeling like it's, wow, this is like a really big, difficult thing. And my response to that is, you're gonna create it slowly, right? You're gonna do it step by step, creating it slowly. So I'm telling you the path. The path is, I should show these like not so like I should like actually like show you. I'll do that in a second. So the path is, you're gonna tune into your heart, you're gonna find these small things that you love, and you're gonna very slowly start to you're gonna like, what's the word, accept that you love these things. You can know that you love these things, but you don't accept it about yourself, or you think it's inappropriate, or blah blah blah, right? Really own and accept these small moments and things that you love. Really take it as a part of you. Really hear and see that my inner child loves these things, and let your inner child love it. Let yourself love it, right? Like, give your inner child permission to love these things. And if there's some block around that and you want to work with that, I don't know, see a therapist or something. That's just not what I know a little bit about that work too, but that's not really what I'm here for right now. If you have consistent blockages around things that you love, which by the way is also very normal, people have difficulties around that all the time because they feel like they shouldn't, or, like the musician who grows up around scientists, a scientist family, that kind of thing, right? So it's very common to have blocks around what you love, but let yourself love it, even if it's small things. Start with small things, because that makes that better, easier. And then you'll attract people naturally. All you have to do is let yourself love what you love, and universe will meet you halfway, and it will bring you the right people for your tribe. I think a lot of people, especially in the West, there's this hyper focus on, you have to do everything. That's part of the individualism. You have to do everything yourself. And I don't think you do. I think you're always in a dance with the universe. You're always in a dance with the universe. And I love the metaphor of dance because it's an art form. It's not a science. No one has it figured out. Anyone who sells you a course is just telling you what works for them and what they discovered, right? This is how I create music. But there's an infinite number of ways to create music, right? So you are dancing with the universe. So what's your part and what's the universe's part? Your part is just to love what you love, and then the universe will bring you community and people. Okay? So if there's anything that you've been curious about, you can start anywhere. If there's anything you've been curious about, or want to know more about, or want to deeper go into, that's something that you love from your heart, then you should do that. Is there a dance class you want to go try? I picked up pickleball recently. Another example for myself is I recently started getting into Christian music on Spotify because I just really love gospel music. I think it's really beautiful how they like have such gratitude for life, and I feel like that's something I don't hear a lot in music. So I was like, oh, that's really beautiful. I love that. So, I'm going towards what I love, right? So those are just some examples. Maybe there's a new food you want to try at a restaurant, or something new you want to cook. There's lots of examples of this. So I'm repeating myself. So you just keep going for what you love. And then as you do that, the universe, you don't have to do it. The universe will bring to you your tribe, your people who you're compatible with. Whether that's because you're in the dance class and they love dancing as well, and to now you dance together. That's a very linear example. But there's indirect examples, like people who love me, I'm trying to word this right. People who love me, you know what one of my friends loves about me? He loves that I'm really spontaneous, and he loves that I'm all over the place, like in a good way, right? So every time he talks to me, he has no idea what I'm going to say. Are we going to talk about Bollywood? Are we going to talk about pickleball? Are we going to talk about oracle cards here? Are we going to talk about video games? Are we going to talk about, Christian music? Like, he has no idea, So whether it's directly or it's indirectly, you'll find that people really will be drawn to you in ways that you have no idea. It's all just based on what you love, okay? So own that. Find a practical way to go for that or to deeper own that. I've always been interested in plants, but I haven't looked into it a lot lately. So there's actually a Toronto gardens. I shouldn't say the name. There's a gardens here in Toronto that I want to go to just really like see. And it's freaking like autumn. Like it's the dumbest thing to do it now. It's kind of too late, huh? But I don't care. You can go twice, you know, like why not? So I'm gonna go and see just because I've been interested in that. So I'm just giving all these examples of like doing what you love, and then you'll attract your tribe. You'll attract your tribe, and it will feel really good. It'll feel really good to have people who you can feel really comfortable around and who you can. Someone said this once, who you can exhale around, not inhale like oh god, my boss, I have to go talk to. You can exhale like, oh, you know, like this person, like my home, this person, you know, I want to hug. Like it's that kind of feeling. So that's your tribe. And when you do this, it's simpler. It's not as big a struggle anymore. The big mountain you have to climb, it's not as big a struggle anymore when you are focused on when you're focused on the now and you're focused on your just one day at a time, or if that's too much, 1 hour at a time, whatever you need, right? What do I love? What am I going for? What am I trying? And can I trust the universe that it'll bring to me compatible people that we can have a really deep friendship with or relationship with or whatever it is, and that we can continue to have it be deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's kind of a blend of my opinion about that and also my own life experience, which I find really interesting because on one hand, I'm like, sometimes I think about this, like I like the people on Instagram who give advice, but I also love knowing about people's personal lives. Like I feel like I gain a lot from you sharing your story at the same time as I gain a lot from like the tell me the information. So I feel like I'm just trying to do both there. And like I said, this whole thing's an experiment. I've never done this before. I've never used Oracle cards, the Norman cards in this way before. So that was super jumbled, but that's my video for today. I hope something I said there helped you, that you benefited from this. Let me know if anything stood out to you in what I said. Let me know if any of it helps, if you've tried any of this and if it works for you, or if it doesn't work for you. That's fine too. I'd love to know. If you have any questions, like is there any questions you want to ask me? If you have a psychic vibe of me, you think I maybe know about something, or I've said something in passing you're interested in, let me know. And I'll see where I'm going to go from here. I feel really good about how I'm pretty comfortable on camera, which never used to be the case. I don't know why. Like it's a switch, I swear. It's a switch that flipped. I don't know what happened. All of those previous videos you see of me on my channel where I am in front of the camera, I'm uncomfortable. I don't know if it shows, but I promise you I'm uncomfortable. I know that because I was the fucking one who recorded them. They were really hard. But I just feel more comfortable now. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with it. It's awesome. So yeah, so I'll see what I want to do next. And this was kind of cool. This was very interesting. I had to flip when I pulled the cards. It took me a while to assemble the question, and then I had to switch modes to be able to answer, because that's like a different box for me, you know. So it was just interesting to have that experience. And I'm gonna end off with pulling a beautiful woman for you. So as a goodbye and a thank you for staying on to the end of this video, I'm gonna leave you with some good vibes. I thank you for listening to me, and I wish you, oh, feminine, okay. I wish you beautiful, sensual, sexy, nurturing, whichever one feels good to you. I wish you more feminine softness and whatever it is about the aspect of femininity that you want more of. Okay, so that's my parting gift. I'll see you later. Bye.